What's going on, people, and welcome to my match recap for last night's game. Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Expected them to beat us. I actually predicted 3-1, so in terms of goals and stuff, we actually did better than I thought we would in terms of the amount we conceded. But obviously we didn't score. The midfield battle we lost for minute 1. The defence I don't think was too bad in terms of the centre-backs. I know we lost and they put a lot of pressure on us, but I felt like we dealt with a lot of their attacks and they weren't as clinical as they have been. And I think our defence isn't really getting the credit it should have for some bits, but we weren't great in terms of the midfield and the attack. The attack was lacking. I thought Marcus Rashford was an absolute joke. His body language, his effort, his tracking back, his off-the-ball stuff was just terrible. Thought Bruno Fernandes had a good game. Thought Garnacho looked good in points. I think even Mainu, a lot of people saying he had a bad game. I really don't think he did. He's a young lad and I feel like we were always going to lose that game and that midfield battle, and he wasn't terrible. So I know he wasn't like running the game like he was the other day, but he's a young lad and I don't think he's as bad as people were suggesting he was. So disappointing result, but I'm not surprised by it. I didn't expect us to get even a point from this game, and we didn't. I thought we started well for maybe the first 5-10 minutes. We had the first chance with Garnacho. But then after that, they easily took over the game, Newcastle, especially in the midfield. I thought Joelinton had a brilliant game and bossed it for them. Gordon scores the goal for them, but I felt like he had a quiet game. Livramento was very good for them, doing that overlap on the left. So for me, Livramento and Joelinton were the two standouts in this game. Trippier obviously gets the assist, but as I said, the two I've just mentioned I thought were really good. I actually agreed with like 8 or 9 of the starting 11 that Ten Hag picked, but I don't think a ton of them. I'll get into the ratings in a minute, but I've only got 4 that I've got above average, and then the rest are average or below. And let's face it could have been by more goals this game, so yes, it's disappointing, yes, it's frustrating and it's annoying, but it could have been worse than it is. And I think there'll be many more teams that go to Newcastle this year and get a drubbing. I think we just got to get back to reality. I don't think we was ever going to go there and get a result, so I wasn't surprised by it. So player ratings, Anana, I give him an average. He doesn't look great. His distribution wasn't good, but I felt like he made some saves. Yes, he concedes a goal, but I don't really think it's his fault. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, average. The goal comes down his side, but I don't feel, apart from that he had a terrible game, so average. Maguire, I actually thought had a pretty decent game. Won a lot of balls, aerial balls, a lot of tackles and blocks. He got turned once by Isak, but apart from that, I thought he had a pretty good game. 6. Luke Shaw at the centre-back position, I thought it was really good again. And he was my man of the match for us. Solid, made a lot of blocks and crucial tackles and interceptions. Delot, 4. I don't think he was great on the left back position, but I would have started him, so I can't argue with it, but he didn't have a great game. I felt like Trippier and Almiron did cause him problems. 4. Mainu, 5 average. He was part of McTominay in the midfield and he was much better than McTominay was. Kept it simple and did what he has done since he come into the team. Just got a bit overwhelmed with the Newcastle midfield, but he can't do it on his own. Average. McTominay, 3. I just thought he went missing. Just didn't even know he was playing, to be honest. Just got bullied by Joelinton as well, so 3. Rashford, 3, as I said. His body language off the ball, lack of tracking back, effort, just attitude, is shocking. Needs to be dropped. 3. Bruno, 6. I felt he had several good passes in the game, through balls to Garnacho specifically, and it could have ended in a goal. Unfortunately, it didn't, but I feel like he had a decent individual performance and could have got an assist easy. 6. Garnacho, 6, has a half chance early on in the game. He did look threatening at points. Not throughout the whole 90, but in different spells, and I don't think he was terrible. He probably could have done a bit better on the tracking back on his side, but attacking-wise and on the ball, I thought he was one of our better players. Martial, 3. Just offered nothing up front, lost the ball when he did get it on a rare occasion, muscled off the ball easily, just not good. 3. And the subs, we had Reguilon, Amrabat, Antony and Højlund. I gave Reguilon an average of a 5. He had a couple chances from corners and stuff when he came on that got blocked, but looked quite threatening. Amrabat, Anthony and Højlund, I gave them all a 4. Didn't impact when they came on. I don't understand why Amrabat's not getting more minutes anyway, but he didn't do a lot when he came on, but neither did the other two. And Ten Hag, I'd give him a 4. I agreed with most of the starting 11 he picked. I don't think he should have took Mainu off. I feel like McTominay needed to come off and he didn't do that. I would have took Delo off for Reguilon instead of Wan-Bissaka. So that's the changes I would have done differently. Tactically, we wasn't great, but we still could have got something from the game. There was only 1 goal in it. That's what people are forgetting. Yes, Newcastle were the better side, but it could have been by more. And it wasn't. So I'm going to give him a 4. Can't give him above average for losing, and I won't give him an average because we lost. We have to put it into reality and into a context as well. Like, it's Newcastle. They're one of the best teams in the league now. They're better than us, like, factually. So 1-0, it is disappointing, but it could have been worse. My man and match is Luke Shaw. Hopefully we can have a bounce back. We've got Chelsea next. I'm not feeling confident about that one either, but I'll do a preview for that separately. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll catch you soon.